accessible and responsive to the needs of the public. In 2013, the Supreme Court of India delivered a landmark judgment in the case of Lalita Kumari v. Govt. of U.P. This case addressed the crucial issue of the mandatory registration of FIRs, First Information Reports, in cases of cognizable offenses. The case arose when Lalita Kumari, a young woman, approached law enforcement alleging that her daughter had been abducted. To her dismay, the police initially refused to file her complaint, leading her to seek judicial intervention. The Supreme Court's ruling underscored the importance of women's protection and the state's duty to ensure justice. The court observed that the police could not deny filing an FIR based merely on preconceived notions or personal biases. It emphasized that the right to register an FIR is a fundamental aspect of access to justice, especially for women, who often face societal hurdles when they seek legal recourse. The court's judgment made it clear that a police officer possesses no discretion to refuse registration in cognizable cases. In its judgment, the court clarified that the police must register an FIR when the information received discloses a cognizable offense. Furthermore, if the police officer has reasons to doubt the credibility of the complaint, an inquiry can follow after the FIR is lodged. This pivotal decision significantly changed the landscape of police accountability and action in India, particularly concerning cases related to women's safety and rights. Furthermore, this ruling created an environment where victims felt more empowered to report crimes. It prompted police departments across India to revisit their protocols to ensure compliance with the law. The judgment also served as an important reminder of the responsibility law enforcement holds toward vulnerable populations, including women facing violence and harassment. Ultimately, the Lalita Kumari case epitomizes the ongoing struggle for justice and equality in India. By mandating the registration of FIRs, the Supreme Court contributed to a more survivor-centric approach in the criminal justice system. This landmark ruling not only established important legal principles but also provided hope to countless individuals seeking redress in the face of adversity. It marked a significant stride toward ensuring that the right to seek justice is not a privilege, but a right guaranteed to all citizens, irrespective of gender. Did you know that the Lalita Kumari case was a landmark judgment that established the mandatory registration of FIRs in India for cognizable offenses? It changed the way police handle complaints across the country. Today we're going to dive into the details of this significant case and explore its far-reaching implications. The Lalita Kumari v. Govt. of U.P. case is a leading example of how the judiciary can impact the functioning of the police and the criminal justice system as a whole. In 2013, the Supreme Court's decision in this case laid down guidelines for the registration of First Information Reports, commonly referred to as FRs. This judgment has had a lasting impact on the way police stations across India handle complaints, and it's essential to understand the context and significance of this case. The importance of this case lies in its ability to bring about a shift in the mindset of the police and the judiciary. By making the registration of FIRs mandatory, the Supreme Court ensured that the police can no longer shy away from their responsibilities. This judgment has empowered citizens, particularly women, to seek justice without facing unnecessary hurdles. The significance of the Lalita Kumari case cannot be overstated. It has led to a more transparent and accountable system, where the police are forced to take cognizance of complaints and initiate investigations. This, in turn, has led to a greater sense of security and trust among the people. Prior to the Lalita Kumari case, the legal landscape in India was marked by a sense of ambiguity. The registration of FIRs was often at the discretion of the police, leading to arbitrary decisions and a lack of accountability. This ambiguity had far-reaching consequences, as it often resulted in the suppression of crimes and the perpetuation of injustice. In the pre-Lalita Kumari era, the police would often cite Section 154 of the CRPC to justify their refusal to register FIRs. This section empowered the police to conduct a preliminary inquiry before registering a complaint. However, this provision was often misused, and the police would use it to reject legitimate complaints, citing insufficient evidence or lack of merit. The registration of FIRs was also influenced by social and political factors. In many cases, the police would succumb to pressure from influential individuals or groups and refuse to register FIRs against powerful accused. This led to a culture of impunity, where the mighty and